With the pandemic still ongoing, many people have a little bit of extra time on their hands. This could be because they're on work rotation or they're working from home. Unfortunately for some, it could also be because they're without a job. Whatever the cause, use your time wisely to better yourselves. That could be learning a skill or a trade, going back to school, or learning more about yourself and your purpose. Heart NSTA Trust is one of the best places to contact if you want to learn something new or better your current craft and get certified. Trust me, you'll thank me later. Welcome to Jamaica Magazine. I'm Theodore Henry.
It's absolutely critical that we receive the vaccines. You will see hospitalizations and indeed deaths likely come down. And so there is a lot of value to be gained by getting as many vulnerables on board as possible. So tell your mothers, tell your aunts, listen out for yourselves if you're over 60 and take the vax, because the vax is what will help you to guard against the COVID virus and indeed help your relatives, your friends, those who you come in contact with for the same benefit.
The Heart NSTA Trust is a place of opportunities, especially for you skilled workers. Whether you have little experience or no training, that's not an issue. You can learn. Just don't miss out on your opportunity. Get the facts next.
Welcome to Get the Facts, the program that provides you with information on government's policies and initiatives. I'm your host, Enthros Campbell. Today we'll be talking about skills training at Heart NSTA Trust. Our resource person is Managing Director, Dr. Janet Dyer. Dr. Dyer, welcome to the program. So good to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, Heart NSTA Trust, a name change, an addition to your portfolio. Tell us.
Okay, we were Heart NTA before, Heart Trust NTA before. Now, since the merger, where we have been merged with the Jamaican Foundation for Lifelong Learning, the National Youth Service, and the Apprenticeship Board, we have taken on the service component from the National Youth Service. So we are now the National Service and Training Agency. So we are no longer Heart Trust NTA, we are now Heart NSTA Trust.
Right.
You will notice that the trust is removed from before Heart and is at the end now to envelop the entire organization within the trust itself.
Yes, yes. Okay, now, does that mean additional programs?
Yes, it means additional programs. What the merger has done for us is allowed us to remove the duplications from the four entities.
Yes.
And to have a more seamless transition of our expanded services.
Excellent, excellent. Now, you've had to make some changes, I'm sure, because of the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. Talk to us about those changes.
Yes, March 10th was a pivotal day for us in the organization. Yes. And with that came the suspension of face-to-face training. With the suspension of face-to-face training, we were immediately plunged into what I call the age of technology within Heart, as we had to find innovative ways of ensuring that the students that we had in training were not just left there with their training needs not being addressed.
Right.
So we went to the distance modality. For those persons who had internet access at home, they were able to access the classes on the various platforms. For those who did not have that kind of access.
Yes.
We went back into, I call it, we went back into the archives and went back to that modality where we actually printed the information.
Yes.
And for those students who were able to pick it up from our security gates, they did that. For those who could not, through our career development officers and our drivers at the institution, we took the information to them.
Right, right. So did this require some kind of training for your tutors?
Yes, we had to do a lot of training in the technological component for our instructors.
Yes, yes.
We partnered with the Commonwealth of Learning and was able to do training using distance modality for over 200 of our instructors.
Yes, yes.
And this came in very handy because we are a skills-based training entity, and a lot of our instructors had the technical skills but not the technology component of it.
Right.
So we were able to capacitate them with that component
Yes,
of it to continue training.
Right, excellent. So are you considering keeping some of these new training ideas and methods?
Yes, the world has gone technology.
Yes, yes.
And for us at Heart, we will continue to use these innovative ways that we have developed, even post-COVID. Our key performance indicators for the coming year, one of the most critical ones that we have there is that all programs that we offer will now have at least 50% of that program being offered
online. But don't we have issues with people who still can't access the technology because they don't have a computer, or they don't have bandwidth, or no.
Okay, for those our institutions, we have gone and we have partnered with the National Works Agency to ensure that adequate bandwidth is there for our institutions. We have also gone to the extent where through small welfare activities, our trainees who do not own a computer, we have tried to ensure that as much as possible, we are able to help them in accessing an equipment that they can use to do their studies. We have also equipped our computer labs with more computers.
Okay.
And our instructional staff also, we have now ensured that they have at least a tablet so they can communicate with the students.
Excellent. Talk to us now about some of the courses that you offer and some new ones that are coming on stream.
Okay, and the newest that is coming on stream for us now is our partnership with VCOM College out of Canada.
Yes.
We are a member of World Skills International. Yes. And with that, we attended the World Skills competition in Russia in 2019. We learned a lot of new skills there. One of them that we took on was the optoelectronic technology, where the organization is now in a position to train optoelectronic technicians.
Right.
So for all those entities out there with their LED lighting and their stage lighting and the running lights on the vehicles, we are now in a position to train persons to install and do repairs on those kind of lighting.
Oh, excellent. What is the qualification for that, the entry?
Okay, the organization itself does not ask for entry requirements anymore. The merger allowed us to become that total training entity for all Jamaicans, wherever you are, whatever stage you are. You come to us, we do a diagnostic evaluation, and based on that evaluation, we'll place you in the stream that you are. If you need literacy and numeracy, we'll place you in literacy and numeracy. If you are someone with some intellectual disabilities, we'll place you in our empowerment program.
Excellent.
If you are someone with disability, we place you in the program that treats with persons with disability. If you are at the level to go into our skills training program, you are placed there. If you're a retiree who wants a career change and needs to be certified in another area, we provide that.
Okay.
If you have been working in industry without certification, We have put in 4 new assessment centers. We have accessorized ourselves with a mobile learning and assessment coach in addition to our recruitment coaches. So we can go into the nooks and crannies of Jamaica to ensure that our Jamaicans get the skills and the certification they need to leapfrog into the world of work post-COVID.
Yes. There is a class, there's a program for everyone at Heart NSTA Trust. Yes. We take a quick break now. We'll come back with more useful information. Please stay with us.
We work to make communities safer by essentially looking at the structures in the community that contribute greatest to social capital building. Try to reinforce, build, and establish those structures in a way that the community can sustain their own safety and own their own peace. When we say, for instance, we're doing a zinc fence removal program, what we're really doing is improving the line of sight. If you're on the street and you can see better what is behind the fences, then as you walk along the street or children play on, etc., you're able to contribute to crime prevention. We believe, in terms of our mandate and our responsibility, that by making communities safer, we can make Jamaica safer.
Welcome back to Get the Facts. We're talking with Dr. Janet Dyer, Managing Director of the Heart NSTA Trust. Thank you so much for staying with us. Let us talk a little bit more about some of the other programs that you have now.
Okay, other programs that we have now goes into the technology realm. We are in partnership with the Amber Group now for our first ever coding course.
Okay.
And this coding course will allow, in the initial phase, 60 of our students to do an in-depth course in coding, after which they will intern with the Amber Group, and these 60 students are guaranteed employment.
Right. How long is the training?
They will do 6 months of intense training, then another 6 months of internship, after which they will go into regular employment.
Tell us a little bit more about the Amber.
The Amber Group is a Jamaican group with international reach. They focus on technology and the various technologies.
Yes.
So they are partnering with us at the Heart NSTA Trust and the Hope Program.
Okay.
To ensure that our young Jamaicans get the opportunity to be trained in the science of coding.
Right. Any other programs?
Yes. We have mechatronics now being done at our Chocolate Hole facility in Junction St. Elizabeth.
Yes.
In addition to the mechatronics, we have robotics there. We are now preparing for water technology. And for the water technology, that is a program that we are also doing in conjunction with our partners from China.
So what is mechatronics?
Oh, mechatronics is the art of electrical and engineering, putting all of that together to create more of a process environment, similar to what is used at the bottling companies and the PepsiCo and those places. So we are doing that. We started out in partnership with the Caribbean Maritime University.
Yes.
But now we have our own equipment and we are now conducting those training. Right. There are other programs also that are what I would call older programs that we have been doing. But the technological components that have been added to this program to advance them. Plumbing is one example. We are now partnering with Cola to ensure that the advances in plumbing, you know, the one that you talk to the toilet and it does what it needs to do, to get that training. They're actually partnering with us to furnish our plumbing lab at the Portmore Academy, the Hart College of Construction Services. So we'll be able to offer those training. We are offering training from the electronic side into cabling. So we're training cable operators. From construction, we're doing drywall installation. And recently I met with a company that is now partnering with us to do something that is called Verticalis, which in construction we build those on the sides of the building for persons to be able to wash windows and all those. Well, this new technology is one where the persons won't need to do that, but they will be strapped into something similar to a parachute where they can literally climb the walls and do that kind of work.
Interesting.
Right. And tourism, you know, is one of our mature programs. So we are looking at the advances in tourism to ensure that post-COVID, our persons are not left behind. They are able to move into all the mega trends that are out there in tourism very seamlessly.
So the first thing to do is probably to come in and do a test, and then you'll place people. What the fees? What are the fees like?
Heart fees, heart training is free.
Yes.
Persons who come in for the training between levels 1 and 3, they pay a miscellaneous fee, and that miscellaneous fee is less than $3,000. And for the programs at the higher levels, levels 4 and above, these programs are subsidized by Heart to the tune of 80%. Right. So the trainee will pay just 20% of the cost.
Right. All right. So I'm a young person. I'm out there now. I'm trying to find probably a job. I want to become an entrepreneur. Tell us what advice would you give to those persons?
Okay, come to us at Heart. We now have 15 parish offices and 6 regional offices. We have a unit that speaks to entrepreneurship, a unit that speaks to persons wanting to do the on-the-job training, the apprenticeship component of it. So if you come to us, for those who want to be entrepreneurs, we do the training. We help you to do a business plan. Within the organization itself, we have an MSME grant that persons can apply for. We have the trainee startup programs. At our institutions, we have incubators where students who have completed the training and wants to be an entrepreneur, we allow them to use our incubation space until they're able to move on. For those who get the startup, we work with them for an additional 24 months to ensure that whatever they are doing becomes sustained.
Yes.
And for those persons who do not want to come into an institution, but they want the training, they come to us we now call it the traineeship program, where we do the National Service Corps training component that speaks to the employability skills. How do you handle yourself in the workplace? And then we place you on the job. While on the job, you are monitored, your assessments are done, and we do not leave you until you are certified and into employment.
Excellent.
So that's why the new repurposed Heart now is that training entity that works with you from you express an intent to be trained all the way to certification and employment.
Tell us how we get to you.
Okay, you can get to us on any of our social media pages. We have an app that is out there. It's called the Heart on the Go app. You can go to the Google Play Store, download it. You can use that app to apply. Once you apply and you start a training course, you can track your progress on that app all the way up to certification.
Wow.
So if you're not able to get us on the social media sites, also, like I said before, there are 15 parish offices. We have 15 because we have broken the parish of St. Catherine in 2 because of the size.
Yes.
So there are 15 parish offices and 6 regional offices.
Dr. Dyer, thank you so very much for the work you're doing at Heart. And we look forward to speaking with you again about some more of your interesting programs.
Thank you.
This has been Get the Facts, and our guest was Dr. Janet Dyer, Managing Director at the Heart NSTA Trust. For more information on Heart NSTA Trust skills training opportunities, please contact their website at www.heart-nsta.org or call them at 888-432-6678. Until next time, when Get the Facts brings you more useful information, I'm Rose Campbell. Take good care.
Farmers are always seeking innovative ways to ensure their animals receive the best treatment. Leading by example is our youth. Prime example, these youngsters who've designed a model that will modernize your pig rearing accommodations.
We normally clean this system on a daily basis by using a shovel to gather the feces across the slots. Some of the feces normally falls into the slot, and the rest that doesn't fall in, we have a 2-inch hole at the end of the slotted area where we push all of the feces into it. The pit system for the slotted system is normally built with a degree of slope. That is sloped to a vent area where it is released into the biodigester.
What if I told you there's an easier way to do this? Students from the Ebony Park Hearts Academy in Maypen, Clarendon have designed a unique way, modern if I may say, of effectively cleaning your pig pen. A design which they had on display at the recently held Dembe Agricultural Show. Take a look.
This is a pig pen, but not just any pig pen. This is a hydraulic slotted pig pen. Normally, pig pens aren't made to just move up and down. They don't have any up and down movements. So with this pen now, we make it that it can use the hydraulic system and let it go up for better sanitization of the pen itself. So this pen is connected to a biodigester. This biodigester is a system where the waste / the effluent from this pig pen can be converted to a gas called methane, which can be used like a fuel in the home, or it can be used to help with the maintenance of this because it can use to power this system itself.
As said before, this is a hydraulic slotted pig pen, therefore after a while there will be a buildup of feces and excessive bacteria beneath the pen. Therefore the hydraulic system would come in place because this would allow us to clean beneath the pen effectively. Before we clean beneath the pen, we place a fiberglass beneath the pen to prevent the excessive feces and waste material from passing through because we don't want it to touch you while we are beneath the pen cleaning. So this is when the pen goes up, and it will allow you to clean beneath the pen effectively to reduce the amount of bacteria and have a safe and disease-free pen. Afterwards, after you have done cleaning, you place the pen back into its designated area and remove the fiberglass and sanitize it, and that's the pen.
Our course is general agriculture. In general agriculture, we do with the husbandry practice and the cleaning of pens and sanitation and so forth. But we have slotted pen down there, and we have noticed that, with the slotted pen now, after a period of time, you may have a accumulation of bacteria because of small pieces of feces here and there. And remember, the swine / the pig are some animals which they easily catch disease and are easily infected. So that is why and how we come up with this invention. We don't have lots of difficulty because our senior instructor, Sir Calvin Wills, has supplied us with most of the resources needed. But the challenge that we face was mainly making this component, making the up and down movement without the use of electricity. So we had to think about it throughout. We just buck up on some syringes. So what we did was, we noticed that when you connect two syringes with a tube, when you push one down, the other one will go up. So we think about it and say, mainly we can use this as the hydraulic component of it using water. Like a liquid, you can use any liquid, not a too thick liquid, a liquid which can flow freely and make the movement. So we have the tendency to connect the syringe to each corner, to 4 corners, and to these syringes we connect them on the framing. So when we have the tendency to push down the syringe, the pen will go up, and when we push up the syringe, the pen will go down. So that is our hydraulic component of the system.
Youth involvement in agriculture is top priority for the government. And with a system like this one, designed to integrate modern technology and agriculture, what more could you possibly ask for?
Put some cotton there.
It's Farmers Month and you have permission from us here at the JIS to get dirty. Sharpen your tools, buy some seeds or seedlings, prepare your garden. It's time to plant. The government has been urging us to eat what we grow what we eat. And what better time to start than the present? Our farmers have done extremely well over the years in keeping food on our tables, and we want to say thank you. Amidst all the challenges, pests and diseases, natural disasters, you still continued your work. And it's for that reason, and others, that the Ministry of Agriculture continues to support our farmers through thick and thin, because they are essential and we wouldn't be the island we are today without them. Big up yourself, farmers, both new entrants, backyard planters and veterans, as we continue to make Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families and do business.
I'm excited because when a lockdown, you have to stay home. Now you can come on the road, you can do your thing, and somebody can say, hey, I want a piece of chicken online, and you're gone. So you might sell a few pieces, and if you stay home, nothing. So it's good.
And what has been the impact of the curfew on your business so far?
The impact on my business, it slow it down completely. It make it impossible to even pay the bills. Yeah, impossible. So doing this, I think I might can be able to do a little better.
What you have to say to the persons who actually came up with this idea so that business can go on?
Big him up. I big him up. Am I all right? And if it's a group, then we'll big you up.
Ends. E-commerce national delivery solution.
This is where the magazine ends for today, but if you would like to see more content like this, visit our YouTube page. We also have all the latest news and updates on our social media pages and our website at jis.gov.jm. On behalf of the entire production crew, I am Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.